Today is January 1st, 2026. Instead of scrolling all day, I decided to spend 10 hours being productive realistically. This is actually my first time ever sitting down and properly writing my New Year goals and making a vision board. I've always had things I wanted to do or things I hope would happen, but I realized I never really had a clear plan, and I don't want my goals to just be wishes anymore, so I decided to start this year a little bit differently. Before doing this, I spent a lot of time watching reels and YouTube videos about goal setting. I wanted to understand how people actually make changes in their lives, not just for a week or a month, but long term. And one thing that really stuck with me is that big changes are rarely triggered by one big moment. They come from being consistent and being intentional. That honestly changed the way I looked at goals. I realized I've always been someone who waits for motivation. Like, I'll tell myself, I'll start when I feel ready, I'll do it when I have more energy, I'll begin when things calm down. But the truth is, there's never a perfect timing, and waiting for motivation usually means waiting forever. So instead of asking myself, how can I change everything at once? I start asking, what is the smallest thing I can do consistently? That's where the vision board came in, not as something aesthetic or trendy, but as a reminder of the kind of life I want to build. I wrote down my goals, not just academically, but emotionally, mentally, and creatively. Things like how I want to feel, how I want to treat myself, how I want to show up in my daily life. I wanted my goals to be realistic, but not overwhelming. And Duolingo time! Okay, while having biscuits, let's continue. One thing I learned is that yearly goals can feel really heavy. So instead of keeping everything at a 1 year level, I tried breaking my goals down into monthly checklists, and then even further into daily habits, because it's easier to commit to something small every day than to pressure yourself with something huge. Little steps don't look impressive on their own, but when you repeat them, they add up. I also realized something really important about myself. I need small daily rewards. Not because I lack discipline, but because motivation matters when you're trying to keep going. Sometimes it's a good meal, sometimes it's a rest. Progress doesn't have to feel miserable to be real. You are allowed to enjoy the process while still working towards something meaningful. Back to the 10-hour challenge. I'm not gonna lie, halfway through this, I actually wanted to give up. I started questioning whether this was even worth it. But I think that moment matters. Because most people don't quit at the beginning, they quit in the middle. And learning how to stay even when the motivation fades is part of building something real. So if you're halfway through something right now, a goal, a habit, or even a hard season, this is your reminder. You're not behind, you're just in the middle. And the middle is where consistency is built. You don't always notice progress while it's happening. Sometimes it shows up quietly when you're choosing to stay instead of stop. And this year, I don't want productivity to mean burnout. I want it to mean balance. Showing up even when I don't feel 100%. Doing what I can on the days I feel tired. And learning to be kinder to myself when things don't go perfectly. Because consistency doesn't mean perfection. It just means continuing. Sometimes when I feel like I'm done dealing with everything, I just take a break. It might be standing by the window for a few minutes, or walking into the kitchen and making a good meal. And the point isn't to escape, it's just let myself relax, recharge so I can come back. If you are feeling overwhelmed right now, taking a break doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're taking care of yourself. And that's also part of staying consistent. And please bear in mind, rest is part of process, choosing pause instead of quit, and you are allowed to breathe. So this year, I'm choosing progress over pressure. I'm choosing small steps over big promises, and I'm trusting that if I stay consistent and intentional, those small steps will take me somewhere meaningful. If you are also starting this year feeling unsure, just need to know you don't have to change everything overnight. By the end of the day, I was so focused on editing and working that the timer just quietly ran out. There was no dramatic finish, and maybe that's the point. Real progress often happens quietly. So, whatever your goal is this year, studying, healing, creating, or starting over, if you're in the middle, please don't stop. You're not behind, you're becoming consistent. And that's how change actually starts. Oh my god, I can't believe I actually did 10 hours. For real, I actually want to give up halfway. It's been a while for me to actually lock in and study that much in a day. And then I was editing this video, my Paris vlog. The timer just ran out suddenly. So the challenge just ended really peacefully and successfully. Starting the year gently but intentionally. What's one small thing you want to do for yourself in 2026? We all did well in 2025, and I'll see you guys in the next chapter.